Hellfire Interceptor, you say? You want that cruiser, don't you? Well, I can help you get that. But first, you should know, you might wake up with Rockstar in your inbox like,
what's up, fool? Yeah, you think it's a gang? Run me my money. Run me, quit playing with me, bro. How you get? Come on, bro.
Just being honest, but before we get into this, let me shout out my man, DSDAK Spray. He was my partner with the knowledge. Oh, God. Oh, God. First things first, this is what we're going to do, right? We want to talk about how you can be, I guess, I should say, an asset to someone that has the knowledge. Basically, it's going to take two people to do this. The Gauntlet. Hellfire Gauntlet. Do you notice how the car keeps glitching? Watch this. Oh, can't get in it. Oh, here it is. Right here. Let's just go ahead and hop in that bad boy. Let's go cruising, baby. And what'll happen, well, it's not happening right now, but there it goes. That's what'll happen. That's what'll happen, right? So the way you fix that is with joining this account, anawack. So you're going to join him, go through the prompts, you'll go up in the clouds, you come back down, you'll be in the lobby that you was already in, and you'll be now you'll be able to operate the vehicle. All right, this is optional. You can fast forward to the timestamp facility if you do not want to explore the option or know why it's better to use certain facilities versus others. Facility. You're going to need a facility. My facility is located down here. If you're a billionaire, yours is probably right here too, right? My advice is you're going to move your facility real quick. You don't have to do this, but I'm telling you, if you want to make it easier for yourself to get it done, especially if you're going to be partnering with somebody that, you know, that has the knowledge, let's make it easier for them. You follow me? So my advice is you probably want to move your facility somewhere closer to the tractor area where the tractors are located. So we got our tractor. We know where the tractor is located, you know, right here, construction site. We got our facility is going to be like right up here, right? We got that part out of the way. Relocating your facility is completely optional and only if you are a billionaire. If you got billions of dollars, then I will go ahead and do that. You can move it back whenever because you got money. You got money to burn. You got cash to burn, right? So the first thing you're going to do is this. Inside your facility, you want to come in here and you want to make sure all these slots are filled, right? Now, you can see which car I use. I got this car for free, the Escalade, because I actually did buy one with some Benny wheels yesterday. But anyway, all of them look identical because they're all free for me right now, GTA Plus, right? So fill up all your spots with free cars if you don't have them already filled, right? You don't have to go buy free cars. If free cars are not a part of it, I'm saying that all them spaces need to be filled. You need to have one slot open, right? And with that one slot, you're going to get a car off the street and put it in that spot. So you can do that before you meet your friend, whoever's going to help you. Go ahead and get yourself set up like this in your facility. One open spot, right? And with that open spot, grab a car off the street and you're going to put that in there. Got it? Next is going to be map blimps. Am I saying that? You're going to go to preference and you're going to go to the very bottom of preference. Map blimp. You want to set everything to show. Everything to show. Right? And the reason why we're doing that, I'll just show you that real quick, is because of this right here. At a point in the video, we're going to go to terminal deathmatch right here, and we'll start the job. And this is something where you and your partner have to be in sync. It would be good for you guys to be in a party because you need to hit the button at the same time. Basically, you need to cancel the job at the same time. Got it? Go ahead and get that done. Okay, TERRORBYTE. Look at that silly smirk on his face. What is that about, bro? Fix your face. Fix your face. All right, let's get on it. Come on, bro. TERRORBYTE. So the next step is the TERRORBYTE. He's going to send you an invite to his TERRORBYTE, right? This is your guy that has the knowledge. Into the TERRORBYTE. Well, he'll send you an invite and then boop, drop you inside of his TERRORBYTE, right? So you get inside the TERRORBYTE. You're going to go to your menu. All right, not your menu. You're gonna go to your pause button, right? Your start button, the 3 lines, right? And you're gonna go to the map, right? And when you click this, click A, like you're trying to view the map. Like you can move this around now. You see how you can move that because you know like this is your map. But what you're gonna do now is you're gonna switch view, right? You look at the bottom right hand corner of the screen. You'll see an option to switch view, right? So click switch view. That's the button right next to the pause button you just pressed, right? Switch view. Boom. Now that's gonna open up this. What you're gonna do now is you're gonna go down here to terminal, right? And you're going to start job. And before you accept, you and him have to be in unison. So again, you guys need to be in a party or something so you can hear each other, right? And you're gonna count it out. You do it on 1, do it on, you know, after 1, 3, 2, 1, boom. You both hit it at the same time, right? And you go out and you're gonna wait for him, like you'll search for job, right? And you're gonna wait for him, and he's gonna let you know when to back out of the mission, right? So you basically,
Okay, go ahead, buddy, back out.
right? That's how my partner talked. He was like, "Come on, buddy." No, I'm just playing. No, he don't talk like that at all. I'm messing with you. Shout out to him again. No, anyway, so yeah, it tells you to back out. So if you guys timed everything right, you did it perfectly, then your map will be blacked out. Right now, you can see my map there. When I say blacked out, you can see how you can see the roads. You can kind of see where the little creek is. I'm gonna draw your attention to the top of the screen. Up there, you see, that's what we're referring to. That's what I'm referring to when I say blacked out. Like you can't see any roads, creeks, or anything, but you can see where the facility is. You can see a car over there. You follow me? That's what you're looking for. Okay, so you're done in the TERRORBYTE. You have now called your mechanic. And when you call the mechanic, you're gonna call the vehicle that you grabbed off the street earlier and stored inside your facility, maxing out your facility storage, right? And that's with the one car that you grabbed off the street. That's the car you're gonna call. We're gonna pretend like that car is my beautiful thruster right here. You're gonna get a sticky bomb on that car. Now, I would advise waiting and put the sticky bomb on it after you drive the car near the facility. Let me see if I can get in this thing without going back in the facility. I'm gonna try. Oh, I made it. Woo. Thank you. Okay. All right. Now, I decided to use a GTA Plus card to demonstrate this because I will not go inside of my facility because you can't store this car in the facility. But anyway, okay. So now, remember, sticky bomb on the car that was in your facility. Now you're gonna go into a nearby street, excuse me, and you're gonna grab a vehicle that's roughly about this size. And I say roughly about this size, I mean it's got a nice size roof. And the reason why you want to have a nice size roof is because you got to flip this car over on its roof. And if you get one of those smaller cars to do that, it's just going to keep rolling back over on its wheels. So go ahead and get you a nice size vehicle like this. You're going to park it like this. Hopefully I can get out of here without going in the facility. Jump, 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 jump. Okay, we made it. Whew. All right, so you're going to park it roughly like this. So once you get the car parked like this, right, the yellow bubble will inform you that your storage is full, basically, right? And once you got that notification pop up, now it's time for your friend to kick into action. What he's going to be using is if you move to that, facility that I showed you, he can do this with a tractor, which is going to be much easier. It's simply just lift and flip, right? If you don't have that, if you're not using a tractor, you probably want to use a ramp buggy. And because the oven automizer have that car flipping all over the place, right? So you probably want to use a ramp buggy to flip it on its roof. So once it flip on its roof, you're going to crawl out the car. So once the car flips on its roof, you're going to press A and then Y to get out the car. You follow me? I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so at this point, you have been successfully flipped. When you jump out the car, it'll look like what you just sort of like what you saw in the video, where you saw me walking away. But there'll be a car flipped over where this burnt up car is. There'll be a car flipped over. You're gonna slide out of the car, and at this point, you're standing roughly about here. Now what's gonna happen is your buddy, your partner is going to go get the Interceptor. He's going to go get the Gauntlet. And he's going to park that Gauntlet right, like you saw in the video, like right at that yellow line, right over that yellow bubble, right? You want to get on the driver's side. Right, so now you're on the driver's side. He's parked the car. Now all you got to do is he's going to get out, right? And, of course, you have already used your anawack, right? So you already used your anawack. He's going to get out of the car. When he gets out of the car, it's going to work like this. You're going to jump in the car. Now, I'm not going to go in the car. I'm going to go in the facility, right? But you would be going inside the car, right? So this is what's happening. Remember, the car that you called out of your facility, where you put sticky bombs, is sitting over there, right? Where my, my thruster is, right? So you can see it explode. This is what you do. Blow it up. Run inside immediately. And when I say run inside, you run inside the car immediately. When you're coming down here, immediately the screen will pop up and say, hey, you have a vehicle, you have to move this vehicle, right? It basically say your storage is full, you got to move a car, right? But when you look at the car to move, you'll see your Interceptor. You'll see the Gauntlet. If you see the Gauntlet when it's telling you to move a car, then you know you got it right, right? So basically at this point, you're going to back out. You're going to change your clothes. So go into your outfits, your parents, change your outfits, right? Put something on, right? You change the outfit, right? You're going to step out the facility. Okay, so at this point, you're basically doing various forms of saving, right? You're going to change your outfit. So basically, once you see the Gauntlet in there, you step out, right? Immediately change your outfit. As soon as you see it there, right? Change your outfit, save that, right? You're going to step out. You're going to leave the game and come back in, right? When you come back in, you can, if you want to set your spawn location there just to make sure it's there, you can. Or spawn back in wherever and just basically call it from the mechanic, right? Now, if you call it from when you call it from the mechanic, when you spawn back in the game, you want to make sure that when you come back into the lobby that you anawack again. So you're going to have to anawack. When you do your anawack, that way you'll be able to operate the vehicle. You cannot operate that vehicle without the anawack. So that's interesting because when you see someone in the lobby with one, you're like, oh, you want to get in it? You can't ride it because of anawack. It's going to keep booting you out of the car, right? So that's the thing. The car is not supposed to be in the game, so it fights to not be in the game. You know what I mean? I would say this. It's a lot of steps. And the risk that you run, perhaps getting banned or getting exposed, being thrown in a permanent bad sport lobby or something like this, some kind of repercussion. Perhaps Rockstar show up at your house and give you a beatdown like this. Who knows? But the point that I'm making is I'm going to say the risk is not worth it at the end of the day. Now, the extreme consequence, of course, is being banned. But you may not get banned. You may get thrown in a bad sport lobby like permanently or something like this, maybe not that long, but there could be potential consequences. Is it a lottery? I wouldn't say it's necessarily a lottery. And I think the reason why people say it's a lottery, and what am I referring to when I say lottery, is, well, basically it's roughly about 500,000 to maybe 100,000 people playing GTA at any given time. I've even heard people say 1 million. So it's a lot of people. And that's why I'm, referring to a lottery. You just happen to randomly get picked. It's different. It's not like a needle in a haystack when you make yourself a bright glowing green thumb in the crowd. It's easy to spot you, right? If you're driving this car around in a public lobby and people see it, they keep reporting on you. They'll come up to you and be, oh, wow, what a beautiful car, bud. How did you get that? That's wonderful. Good for you. Good for you. And then they'll go report you. The last thing I'm going to say before we get out of here is this. Guys that run these cars typically have multiple accounts. Like me, I have, well, in my last video, we talked about modded accounts. I got a bunch of them, right? Some of these accounts are dummy accounts that I just use to test out different things so that I can make content for the channel. And the reason I do that is because, my primary game is Division 2 and GTA is secondary for me, right? So I pop in every now and then. But what I decided I wanted to do on GTA, in addition to the cars, I just do cars on TikTok. But what I want to do on YouTube is kind of break some stuff down and give you the information that you otherwise probably would not have. Things that people typically don't tell you about, like the modded accounts. We talked about that. And with this, I wanted to show you what everybody else is not really showing you, and also inform you that yes, sir, you could potentially suffer consequences. Anything from, you know, minor stay in the bad sport lobby to maybe a permanent ban, right? So end of the day, probably not going to be worth it. With all that said, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this information was helpful for you. Just wait it out, bro. It's cool, but it's not too different from the cruisers that we already have access to. So, yeah, that's it. I'm out of here. Peace.